Hi, I'm Mo and I'm trapped in Fallout. Today I'm going to show you a glitch that will allow you to get an infinite number of science skill books, which will allow you to level up your science skill all the way to 100 without you personally having to invest a single point in the skill when you level up. To do this, we will need to travel to Shalbridge. Shalbridge is located on the west side of the map. It is also directly north of Fault 87. Once you travel to Shalbridge, we will use the entrance that is located over there at the top of this hill. It is right next to what look like green mushrooms. So go ahead and go inside. Once inside, just follow this path. Now this cave will be filled with two forms of ants, some tiny ones and some larger ones. The tiny ones will be pretty docile towards you, they won't attack you, but the larger ones will. But for the most part, they would be occupied with each other, so you should have a pretty safe travel. Now once in the cave, just follow this particular path. It's very linear, there aren't that many forks or anything. So go ahead and follow this path and eventually you will come to this really big opening. Now if you wait, a corpse of an ant researcher will appear in the water, like so. So if you go and loot his body, you will find a big book of science on him. Go ahead and take that. And now go ahead and exit this cave. So we will retrace our steps all the way back to the exit. And now again, notice that the ants aren't actually attacking you. So you don't even need to be really well equipped to be able to do this. So if you are able to make your way to this cave early on in the game, then this will give you a really big advantage in getting your science skill up relatively quickly. So go ahead and exit. Now to make this glitch happen, we will now need to wait in-game 72 hours. So let's do this. Now while we're waiting, this whole glitch is that every 72 hours, certain NPCs respawn. Now that we have looted that ant researcher's body, after 72 hours, he will actually respawn in the game. And as a result, he will also respawn with that science skill book. So that was one day. This is now day 2. So when he respawns, all we will do is basically just kill him. And as a result of killing him, when we loot his body, he will have another science skill book on him. So we will be able to repeat this process as many times as we want to get as many science books as we want. So this was now the end of day 2. So let's wait one more day. And as a result of waiting one more day, a total of 72 hours would have passed in game. So let's go ahead and just let that finish off really quickly. And with that, we have now passed a total of 72 hours. If we now go back into the tunnel, now that we are back in the tunnel, if we go and retrace our steps and go to the location where we found the ant researcher's body, he should now have respawned and we should be able to kill him, loot his body and get a second copy of the science book. And there he is. So let's go ahead and kill him. If you now loot his body. And here is now a second copy of the book. We can exploit the 72-hour wait time in the game to now be able to get an infinite number of science skill books, allowing us to take our science skill all the way up to 100 without actually having to invest any points ourselves in the science skill. And this was pretty much a really quick and easy guide on how to increase your science skill without having to invest any points in it yourself as part of your leveling up.